YouTubers, welcome to Bikini Nation. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe if you haven't already. It really does mean the world to me. So I've had a 1 week break over the holiday period, but I'm back and I'm going to be giving you lots and lots of content. I hope you enjoy it and I really hope that you've had a wonderful holiday period. Today's video is going to be on the Arnold Classic 2022 Wellness Preview. I could not be more excited, but let's get into it and take a look at the competitor list. And just a caveat, guys, I don't know much about wellness at all, but I love the division. I think it brings so much to the IFBB and their physiques are absolutely incredible. So if you have some knowledge, please share it around, drop a comment down below. And if you're like me and don't know too much, we can learn together. Let's jump right into it and talk through the confirmed competitors. Sunny Andrews, Yarishna Ayala, Angela Borges, Devin Kembra, Barbara Caesar, Julia Chitara, Casey DeLong, Cassandra Gillies, Isabella Nunez, and Lorena Ragusa. Now, what I really love about the competitors on this list is each and every one of them competed at Olympia this year, so it provides a really clear guide on their current form. Now, of course, we would love to see Francielli, who took out Olympia this year, on the list. However, it just now opens the door for the other competitors. So win the 2022 Arnold Classic Wellness. Now, let's kick things off with Sunny Andrews from the USA. Now, Sunny is super impressive as she is actually a qualified doctor. And being a doctor is obviously a very demanding and high pressure job. And being an IFBB pro is also very time consuming. So it is quite remarkable that she can not only juggle the two but excel in both of these fields. She is a superwoman and I take my hat off to Sunny. She came in 6th at Olympia this year and is already qualified for Olympia 2022 following her win at the Ben Weider Naturals Pro. As you can see on the screen there, Sunny has an amazing physique and I'm really excited to see her grace the stage at the Arnold Classic. Now the next competitor needs no introduction, Yarishna from Puerto Rico. She is a social media sensation with 2.6 million followers on Instagram. 2.6 million, that is huge. And I can see why with her killer photos and content coupled with her vibrant and positive personality. It is seriously infectious. Yarishna placed 4th at the first ever Wellness Olympia this year. She has a whole lot of muscle and brings in a slightly bigger look than the competitors who placed higher than her at Olympia. So it will be interesting to see what the judges at the Arnold reward. Yarishna recently took out the Texas Pro against an impressive lineup, earning her ticket to the next year's Olympia. She is a huge name in wellness in the whole of the IFBB, and there is no doubt this will continue into the next year. Next up is Angela Borges from Brazil, who will be going into this show as surely the favourite as she placed 2nd at Olympia this year behind Francielli Martos, who is not competing at this show. Now, Angela is trained by Kim Odo and always has excellent conditioning and has all the tools to be one of the wellness greats. But the big question here is, with Francielli out of the picture, does she have what it takes to be the new Arnold Classic champ? Guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. If you believe she's a favourite heading into this show, please write down in the comments below. The next competitor is Devin Kembra from the United States, who is also a mum and ER nurse. I can't believe how many of these competitors are juggling jobs outside of the bodybuilding world. It must be super difficult, and it only emphasises the fact that prize money has to increase. It just has to. Devin competed at her first ever pro show in April this year at the Pittsburgh Pro, and she won the Tampa Pro shortly after, which is a massive achievement. And then she went on to place 14th at this year's Olympia, which is incredible. I can't wait to see how Devin goes at this show next year. Next on the list is Barbara Caesar from the USA. She placed in 10th position at the Olympia this year, and I do really love her physique, as she's got a really small waist and tapers down from the shoulders. I feel like she could use some further development in the lower half of her body if she really wants to compete with the Franciellis and Angelas of the world. I believe if she can bring up her quads, glutes and hamstrings, which I'm sure she has been working on in the off season, she will be a force to be reckoned with heading into 2022. I cannot wait to see what package she unveils at the Arnold Classic, and it just makes me even more excited for this show. Julia Tatari is also competing and is another powerhouse from Brazil. I must say Brazil are producing probably the best wellness competitors in the world. I love Julia's physique as she looks incredibly feminine by maintaining that hourglass look and highlighting the tiny waist. And in her front poses, she's kind of reminiscent of wellness Olympia champion Francielli's physique, albeit without the amount of muscle mass in the legs. I'm honestly not sure how Julia will place at this show, but after being in the top 5 at Olympia, you would think she would be able to crack that top 5 at the Arnold Classic. I will be doing a prediction video closer to the show, so keep your eyes peeled for when the video drops. The next competitor is Casey DeLong from Canada, and we all know the amazing amount of talent coming out of Canada at the moment. Casey is actually good friends with IFBB bikini competitor Alicia Fatchen, where Casey even helped Alicia throughout a couple of shows this year. It truly seems like Casey has a huge passion for coaching and helping others achieve their goals. Casey competed at Olympia this year, placing in 16th position, and I'm sure in 2022 one of her goals will be to improve that placing and keep getting better and better, and what better place to start than the Arnold Classic. Cassandra Gillies is another Canadian who will be competing at the Arnold Classic 2022. Cass was the first ever Canadian Wellness Pro, which is a pretty impressive title to have next to your name. She recently brought in her best ever look at the Toronto Pro, and she's already an Olympian where she placed 11th this year. And I just love her physique. She's already got the muscle mass there, you can see it in front of you, and I'd love to see her come in just a tad more conditioned than Olympia. And I truly think she's a dark horse to crack the top 5 at this show. Isabella Nunez is also competing at the Arnold Classic 2022, and I could not be more excited, as Isa has probably my favourite wellness physique after Francielli. And let's not forget that she came in 3rd at Olympia behind Francielli and Angela, so that alone puts her in a favourable position going into this show. She has a killer shape, amazing lines, and excellent proportions for wellness. Isa also oozes femininity. She's got that bikini look and poise, but with the crazy wheels on her, which is perfect for wellness. I'm calling it now, and I'll probably say it again in my prediction video, but Isa will win this show. I truly believe that 2022 is going to be her year, and I think she can beat out Angela and fan favourite Yarishna. I honestly cannot wait to see what package Isa brings into the Arnold Classic and what a matchup it will be between her and Angela. Lorena Ragusa will also be gracing the stage at the Arnold Classic. Now, Lorena is the first ever Dominican Olympian, which is something to be incredibly proud of and a huge honour. She placed 9th at Olympia against a stacked lineup, and I honestly cannot wait to see what she brings to the Arnold Classic stage. Bring on 2022 already, the countdown is on. As you just heard, this lineup is insane, and guys, this is just a preview. I will be putting out so much more content leading up to the show for both bikini and wellness. And as always guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts and predictions on who you think will win this show and why. Please write down in the comments below. This is going to be an incredible one to watch. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in today. Don't forget to hit that like button if you have enjoyed the video, and if you have made it this far, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. It really would mean the world to me. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Over and out from Bikini Nation.